Today I'm going to be hanging this picture frame. For this project I just needed a couple things. A simple hammer that was around $10 maybe from the hardware store, and a few dollars here for this picture hanger kit. It's rated to hold 30 pounds, and what this kit contains are these little hooks. So you put the nail through this top part into the wall, and then it has a little hook at the bottom here for hanging your frame. Now, when I was at the hardware store initially, I was interested in the ones that would hold 100 pounds or 50 pounds because I thought more is always better. But this guy helpfully told me that you actually want to get something that's relatively close to what you actually need to hang, because any additional weight carrying ability is going to come at the expense of bigger holes in your wall, bigger nails, deeper nails. And so you generally want to do minimal damage to your wall relative to what the job is to be done. So for hanging this one, we tried to gauge where is a good position on this wall, and we like this position. So this time I just marked right here in the bottom left corner with the pencil. And now I'm going to simply measure over from here how many inches up to get here and how many inches over to get to here. So this is 18.5 inches to the part that will hold it, and it's about 8 3/4 inches over to the edge of the frame. So measuring up from this little dot, I'm gonna mark in 18.5 inches to get up here. So that's 18.5. And then, what was it? 8 3/4 is around there. I want to get to 18 inches. It's around there. I'm going to hang this up just a little bit higher so that this bottom part that hooks will be right where that point is. I realize in order to keep this part flat, you need to bang this part in at an angle. All right. So the hard thing is trying to tell if this part is hooking on this, which wouldn't be stable, or if it's hooking on this, which obviously is designed to be stable. And I don't know exactly how manufacturers expect you to be able to tell the difference when it's hooked on one versus the other, because you can't see what you're doing. So what ended up working for me was putting my fingers underneath the picture frame and then pulling it towards me. And if I were to do that and the frame were to come right off, then I knew it was on the top part. But if I put my fingers underneath the frame and I pulled it towards me and it wouldn't give, then I knew it was actually on the hook, that bottom hook that we want to make sure that it's secure. So this time when I just latched it, it felt a little bit different. It doesn't pull away. When I angle my hands like this to try and push it off, it doesn't fall off. So I think it must be hooked onto the actual hook instead of just the top part of that. All right, and here is the finished project. It is a shoe rack from Wayfair, along with a map of Boston and a little base next to it. And by the way, if you're wondering where these scratches came from, it's because initially we had this picture frame sloped against the wall here, but then we opened the shoe rack to put in some shoes, and then the picture frame just came sliding right down. So at some point we'll have to touch that up. But in the meantime, we now have something that looks pretty decent. And in wrapping up, I'll just share with you, these are the items that you saw in the video. This is a 28 pair shoe storage cabinet from Wayfair. We got ours in brown, and it's very functional for storing your shoes, especially with these little cupboards that open up like this, so it keeps a nice slim profile, even though actually it's fitting quite a bit. And then for the picture frame, that is a Darla vintage frame, 16 by 20, and I like this frame because it has some visual interest with the black side and then the gold front, and I'm not sure if it is real gold or what, but it just looks it looks really, really good to me, to my eye. The detail on it is excellent, and this is from oppositewall.com. And next, you notice this Boston City print. This is available from 42 Pressed. Now, if you live in a different city, just search for your city name and see what comes up. What they basically offer are these abstract prints related to the map of different cities. They're not literal maps, but they're kind of abstract maps related to each city. And then you'll notice the vase was a full moon clay vase by Leanne Ford. This was from Crate & Barrel. It was very, very popular, but it is no longer available here. So what you can do is you can get similar products. You can shop for similar products. Like, I think this would probably look equally good. If you really like the shape of this, you could always do a Google reverse image search on it. Just take that image and put it into Google and it'll show similar images. And then finally, there's a preserved pussy willow inside the vase. And so we got our pussy willow from Costco, but you can also get it on Etsy. Just search Etsy for preserved pussy willow. And it's just a dried plant that happens to look really good inside of a vase.